I'm going to show you a video. And this video just, it's the epitome of what we've been talking about recently. People doing dumb things and are asking for issues to occur. This happened at Busch Gardens, which is about 20 minutes from where I am now. It's in Tampa. It's like a theme park, but it also has like a zoo in it. And this guy jumped into an alligator exhibit and just jumped in and is making a video and like doing like a whole like he's pretending to be a crocodile hunter, and he jumps out and says, he points at a park visitor who started recording him, telling him not to go in there, and says, "Another wild Karen, crikey." Um, we've had a lot of issues recently with alligators attacking people, and they've been in the wild. They haven't been in captivity, but we know what alligators can do, and you're just the dude jumping into their enclosure with them. There's potential for this not to go over well, or they could, you're basically, the park freaks out. Of course, they get him out. Um, According to Busch Gardens, the man who violated park policy jumped two fences to get inside the alligator habitat. The park added that there are signs and multiple barriers indicating that it was a restricted access area. Yeah, of course, this is not good. This is not something that you want to happen if you're Busch Gardens. Um, we do not tolerate blatant disregard for our safety rules and are working with law enforcement on this matter. The safety and well being of our guests, ambassadors, and animals remain top priority. Absolutely. I mean, this guy was just an idiot. The woman wasn't being a Karen. Um, this wasn't like some just nonchalant thing where she was poking her nose where it didn't belong. She was right in that. And let me just point out, this kind of stuff has happened before. If you are sitting here, why is it a big deal? He's not doing anything wrong. He didn't hurt any alligators. What's the harm? Well, that happened in with polar bears too. Um, the polar bears didn't take the woman being in the water with them too well. I mean, look at that. They go over. Do you remember seeing videos like this? I remember watching. Oh, ow! Polar bear's just like that. Look at that. Look at it. She broke the tube, and the polar bear grabbed her, started pulling on her. Um, there was another bit of that where, you know, she's like holding on it. It's grabbing her. Like it really grabs onto her. I think it'd eat her. I think it'd kill her. She went out of her way to get in the enclosure with one of the world's most deadly predators, and one that actually feeds on people. Like they will actively hunt people. It's one of the few animals that will do that. And you hop a fence to go play with them. What? Alligators. Going back to this, alligators, especially recently, the attacks have been on the uprise, and it's usually the person's fault. And you're gonna go jump in and just be a jackass. Cool. Also, can we never forget? Never forget. This is what changed the whole world. Our whole world started going to the shitter around the time that this happened. We all know it. Who knew that the beginning of this would be the beginning of what we are into now? The boy falls in. Harambe, the protector of all good, goes in there and stands guard over the little boy. Starts dragging him around a little bit. Poor fella. Harambe didn't do nothing. And we all know what happens with Harambe. He is shot and killed. Shot and killed. Sad situation. It kind of had to happen, though. I understand why they did it. Do I think it's okay that they did it? The, what was the mom doing? I don't know. That's a rough. It's a tough situation. He didn't kill the kid right away, so maybe he wasn't looking at it. But maybe he gets defensive when they try to take him away, and he accidentally kills the kid. Like that's what I would think would happen in situations like that. If somebody is in direct, like, I'm surprised they didn't kill the polar bear. That was what that they should have killed the polar bear in this instance right here. Like that didn't happen. She's just dang. They didn't kill the polar bear, but they killed Harambe. I would be way more afraid of a polar bear. This guy's at least a vegetarian. I'm sure he can tell that that was a kid, that he wasn't going to hurt that kid. It's just, what do you think? What do you think about this? I don't know. I'm at a point where like I think zoos and all these things are very important because they get kids connected with animals, and if you keep we keep on taking away the that kids are connected with animals. Um, in Florida here, there's a lot of stuff going on where animals are being restricted on what we can and can't keep, and with more restrictions, eventually there's going to be just nothing but restrictions, and it just makes it very difficult for kids to get exposed to animals. And I think that with the way social media is, obviously this kind of stuff is more and more popular because the kid, he's recording, like he's trying to make this a thing. And I think when people do stuff like this, we need to call them out. And I'm not even a call out culture person. I don't like it when, um, like, if anything happens in culture, it doesn't matter what it is, and the people are like, we need to protest, we need to riot. As soon as I'm told to do something, I pretty much don't want to. I look at something that I don't like, and I'm like, there are things that I don't like in everyday culture, and I have to deal with it because even though I don't like it, it's still their freedom of speech to do so. So for the most part, I don't care. When people are doing stuff like this and being jackasses for the sake of it, licking ice cream, the public just weirding people out on purpose, the pranks and all that kind of stuff. You are free to do that. But if you break laws, you're gonna get in trouble for it. And if you do something that could hurt somebody else, or you get hurt in the process, I have no sympathy for you, whatever happens to you. And in this situation, it's the same thing. I have no sympathy if that guy got killed by an alligator in there. I have no sympathy if he goes to jail. He made his bed and he has to lie in it. Like I will go out and legally I cannot mess with gators. I would like to get closer to them, but if I got attacked by them, that would be my own fault. But there are things in place to so that you can't. If you do mess with them, you're in trouble. Like if you get bit by a Gila monster because of their demeanor and because of the way you have to like get down to their level or try to grab them to get bit by them, I believe in Arizona, if you get bit by them, you get fined because you got close enough for that animal to bite you. I believe that's how it works. Like you are not allowed to touch them. You like you cannot do it. If you record yourself near one, that's one thing. Same thing with like an Eastern Diamondback or something here. Like you can get close to one, but if you go up and pick up a gopher tortoise and you get it on video, you're going to get in trouble because you're not supposed to do that. It's, alligators, you're not supposed to mess with them. You're not supposed to have them. I had FWC call me once because I went fishing and I hooked an alligator. And I brought it in and, unhooked it. I put a shirt over it and I picked it up, got a picture with it and put it in the water and I put it on Facebook. And within a day, FWC called me saying, "What did you do with that alligator?" I said, "There's proof online. I was recording when it happened, my old fishing channel, and I posted the video as well. And like you can clearly see the alligator. I didn't see the alligator. It came out of nowhere, grabbed my frog. I was able to unhook it on video and let it go. But they will comb through and find that stuff, and you will get in trouble. And you know, if you break those laws that are in place, you kind of deserve it, even if you find that it's unjust. In this situation, he's on private property that he did pay to get into, but there was a fence up. There's rules about going in there, and if you get hurt in that situation, it shouldn't be Busch Gardens' fault. but it probably would be. So dude's just being reckless on all accounts. But anyway, let me know what you think down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go check out my Patreon and get in on that Discord action if you like this stuff. If you're watching this and are not subscribed, please subscribe. It's like 96% of people who watch my stuff are not subscribed, and it would be really cool if I got even close to the amount of views I get on the short stuff, especially. But like, if you're here, it's because you like watching this kind of content, and you pay attention to a lot of the stuff that I post. I get roughly 1,000 views on these videos, which is fine. I mean, I'm having fun with these. I'm doing long form. This is how I keep up on the long form every day. It's easy for me to do on top of all the other stuff I'm doing. So I do enjoy making these types of videos. But yeah, just if you want to be more in tune and you want to actually talk and stuff like that, go to the Patreon. I would like to get some more guys in that group chat, guys and girls, just guys. I mean, just plurality of people. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Stay wild.